we're recording now. So on GCAD, we had gotten up here, which I believe it was, where was it? Yeah, it's right on this candle. This one right here, that's where we got in. Secure profits at 56 pips, if I'm not incorrect, like 60 pips. Yeah, right here we secure around 68 pips profits. After that, we moved GCAD to break even and stopped that out at break even. But so far with the trades from yesterday, we secured around 170 pips, 180 pips just from yesterday trades, those two trades that we took. And well, today, well, I mean, GBP, you guys should still have that buy limit going on. I'm still expecting for GBP to keep on dropping into that daily accumulation price candle that we have. Currently just did a smart retrace into the upside on daily, but we're going to be still coming in bearish and coming in to activate our buy limit that we have down here at this daily accumulation price candle, which would also be our fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame that we have over here in the past. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, market still needs to drop more and fill in that fair value gap that we left over here right on that opening back in. I think it was like what, a couple months ago or a couple weeks. Let's go ahead and check that. What day was it? So it was back in, it was on September 4th. Yeah, so like a couple months, like 3-4 months that market has not been coming to this area, but it's coming close to that area. As we could see on the daily time frame, we still need to come back down and drop into that daily accumulation price candle, which would also be our fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. And so far, I mean, do you guys have any questions from the trades that we took yesterday as in right now? Any questions before I go with the pairs I'm currently looking at? Nope. Awesome. So,
everything clear.
What was that?
Oh, everything clear. Everything clear.
Okay. So for Euro odd, I'm currently looking into getting for more buying positions. We could see on a daily time frame, I mean, we came in lower to fully clear out all the liquidity that we have right here, all the sell side liquidity on the daily time frame. Then what we saw our first projection that we caught around 110 pips. But currently now it should definitely start now spiking to the upside since we came in lower and clear out all the liquidity that we have in there, which is a stop from the retail traders. Just coming down into the 1 hour time frame. I'm not even gonna look at the 4 hour because already the 1 hour is giving me the confirmation that I need. So in the 1 hour time frame, we had also created liquidity down here. The market came in and cleared all the liquidity that we left in the 1 hour. So what happened after that? Market came down, cleared liquidity, and which was, I think it was like Tokyo, yeah, Sunday session. We started creating the distribution inside this area, which is that consolidation going on. After that, what happened? Market made that spike to the upside, which created our new accumulation price candle that we have right here, which says I'm actually on a buy right now, which you guys could definitely get on that buy as in right now for Euro UD. We are currently coming in. Why? Because we came and tested on the opening of that accumulation price candle. We see that perfect rejection going on right here on this current bullish candle. So we drop it down to the 15-minute. We can start now seeing some price action going on as well. So me personally, I'm definitely going to be getting in for a buy on Euro UD right now. So you guys want to get in for that buy, you guys are more welcome to. You guys can get in for that buy. So we're getting in for a buy position. Our stop loss, take consideration that Euro AUD is a more volatile pair. So therefore, we're going to be risking more pips than usual on other pairs like USD or GPs. Because Euro odd is a very, very volatile pair. So I'm going to just put it below the 1 hour accumulation price candle that we have right here, which if we go back to the 1 hour, that would be around 43 pips that we'll be risking. So just be conservative on this trade since it is a more volatile pair. And our take profit would be at 157 pips, just right on that area. So we are going to be getting in for a buy position. So here is our profit area and our stop loss area right there. So let me go ahead and send that to the group. Let me know once you guys have that so I can continue with the next pair. So stop loss, take profit is going to be at. It's going to be at 1.65005. That is 157 pips. And our stop loss it's going to be at 1.63. Let me see if I could find a more accurate stop here. So let's see. Let me go to the 5 minute. Yeah, we could actually put it right below this low here. Let me just adjust that stop loss. Make it 33 pips, which that would be the stop at 163.105. So we're risking 33 to gain 157. Everybody got that? And well, you guys should be on profits now. You guys got in. All good? Everybody has it?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Any questions on
Got it.
what was that?
Yeah, all good.
All good. All right. So any questions on UD?
I actually was already in the trade. I see the accumulation price that you said right now, but I was already in. I re-enter now because you enter.
Oh, you are on the buy already?
Yeah. I see.
Awesome. So you're getting the hang of it now then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. All right. Okay. So the next pair I'm taking a look at is going to be Euro NCD. Euro NCD, I believe I'm also going to be looking for buying positions. So I'm waiting for you guys look at the daily time frame on Euro NCD. Here on the daily time frame, we could see how market came down and cleared the equal lows here, right? So we cleared out the equal lows around that daily time frame right there, and we saw that I made a rejection to the upside. But I still want to see it come in lower, maybe once again to down here to this area. Reason why? Because on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, we're leaving a lot of liquidity going on there. So we look at the 4 hour, we have all this liquidity that needs to be now blown out before we see a new spike to the upside. Coming down lower to the 1 hour, we have all that liquidity right here, which is where we have a lot of accumulated buyers accumulating, right? So we have a lot of buyers accumulated right there. What does that mean? When we see a lot of accumulation going on, what does that mean? Buyers got in there. So where there's stop losses? We have stop losses right here. We have a lot of stop losses going on in this area from all those retail traders that got in for those positions. So I'm gonna be waiting for your NCD to just come lower into that point, seek out all that liquidity that we have there, so that way then we could get in for a new buy position and then clear out the equal highs that we're currently having up in this area, all this equal highs, which is the buy side liquidity. So we have all this buy side liquidity going on right here that needs to be blown out. But first, what's going to happen? It's going to first seek out the sell side liquidity of down here. Once we clear out that sell side liquidity, it's going to react like a magnet and go through what the buy side liquidity, right? So we're going to go through that buy side liquidity. So when we placing the buy limit on your entity buy limit entry would be right there just to blow out that liquidity. Low risk. Look at like 30 pips. We'll be risking 30 pips to gain 170, which would be coming out and clearing out the liquidity from this area. So Euro NCD, that would be my entry price, my take profit, and my stop loss. So risking 31 to gain 171. Euro NCD, getting in for a buy limit. The entry price is going to be at 1.74480. Our take profit is going to be at 1.76195, which that is 171 pips. And our stop loss is going to be at 1.74170, which is 31 pips. So pretty simple setup here. We're just waiting for that liquidity to be cleared out. When we see that liquidity being blown out, that's when we're going to see the Q4 market for the buy side liquidity, which is where all the institutional banks are now going to start getting for those buying positions because they're now clearing out the stop losses from the retail traders that we left behind. Right? Does everybody have this one? Everybody got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Right. Any questions on Euro NCD?
Why do you expect that the price wouldn't go lower?
So the reason why, so let's go ahead and check the 4-hour watch.
Just to take the liquidity, or there's
Yes,
some
the
price?
reason, yeah. So the reason why it's not going to go lower is that we're just going to seek out liquidity of buyers that accumulated in that area. Because if we look at it daily, I mean, liquidity has already been cleared out before in the past over here. We just have a bit more liquidity going on here, which is where the buyers start getting accumulated, which markets are going to come in there, clear out the traders. Once they get cleared out, that's when the banks are going to get in for that buy. So currently, right now, the retail traders are the ones that are in for that buy. So what's going to happen, banks are getting in for that sell before the buy to clear out the retail traders, which is the stop loss that we have going on from all those retail traders.
Okay, perfect.
So pretty much banks are selling to buy, right? So they're selling to clear out traders, and then they're getting for a buy for that big push to the upside, which is the momentum of buyers.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Going right front or back?
Any other questions?
All right, bitch. No the fucking one taking the ass cheek.
What was that? If you're not, can you turn your mic off if you're not paying attention?
Use you as a shield if we crash.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the reason.
There we go. I just muted him. All right, awesome. So does anybody else have any other questions? No. Do you guys have any pair that you guys want to go over with before I end the call here? Because those are currently the only two pairs that I'm taking a look at for today.
I was watching a GBP CAD
GBP CAD.
or possible buys positions.
Let's go ahead and check that out. Yeah, so GCAD, I think I was also looking at it, but I wasn't really liking it that much. I believe it could still come in lower on a daily to clear out the liquidity that we have here. And currently we barely clear out liquidity in this area. That's why you see that rejection. But I would personally want it to come in deeper and fully clear out all that liquidity that we have from those equal lows on the daily. But let's see the 4-hour. Because if I were to get in, I would rather wait for some distribution on the 1-hour to go on. So kind of like see like a, pretty much, let's see. Here it is. So kind of see some distribution going on here on this area, accumulating buyers. So where you see that spike to the upside, and then re-enter on the accumulation of past candle to retrace and keep on going up. So that's pretty much what I would want to see on GCAD. At this moment, I'm not really liking it, just because on the daily, we could still see market come in deeper and clear out the liquidity that we left right here, all the way down here, which would be the equal lows on a daily from this area right there. To clear out the liquidity that we have there.
Right. I didn't see the liquidity.
Yeah, that's why you gotta always look at the big time frames to kind of like see what's going on the bigger perspective, because the bigger time frame, they're gonna have more control of the market. Because let's say if you see a downtrend on like a downside market coming down on the 1-hour, right, and a daily time frame is telling you it's going up. So which one are you gonna pay more attention to, daily or the 1-hour?
Daily.
The daily, right? Because it has more control, it's more powerful. Why? Because every candle is a day. So therefore, it's giving you more price action in daily than the 1-hour.
Perfect.
Right. Any other questions or any other pair that you guys want to go ahead and overview? No?
No, can you just give it like a real, of the 3 pairs that you did, can you give like a real brief, a quick brief summary?
Yeah, so I was going over, so your GPs is what I went over yesterday. We're still, that buy limit is still valid. We're still just going to wait for it to retrace into it, because on the 1-hour, we have a fair value gap that needs to be fulfilled. So that way, like, market's going to tend to fill in that gap. Once we fill in that gap, you should start seeing markets spike to the upside once more. Euro UD, we currently just got in for a buy right now, which we should be up and running in some good profits as when we speak. Quick one, just 1-hour, we have 1-hour distribution, clear out liquidity in the 1-hour, which also clear out sells out liquidity on the daily. And right here, we just got in on that retest from the technical measure of past candle that we tested in. And currently market's now spiking to the upside, getting that good rejection from that commission price candle. And Euro NTD, we're got a buy limit going on. Because on the daily time frame, we cloud equal lows down here, which is why you see that big reaching going up. But we still wanted to keep on coming lower before we see that good spike to the upside. Because on the 1 hour, we still left all that sell side liquidity in this area. So we need to come and seek out that sell side liquidity, which is the buy limit that we got going on. So that once we clear that sell side liquidity, we can now start seeing that good spike to the upside.
Nice.
You got it?
Got it. We got it.
Right, awesome. Any other questions? No?
No?
Right, awesome. Then with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Spanish session. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know through Instagram, and I'll reply as soon as I can. With that being said, everybody have a good day and happy trading.
You too, bro.
All right, bye.
Thank you for everything.